We're going to look at how to display a single line of text from a database. And the example we're going to use is to display the name of the duty manager for a restaurant or a hotel. So if you're using the Repeat Signage trial version, please ensure it is set to the corporate edition, as this allows display of images and text from a database. So the starting point is to go to Utilities and select the Data Connection Manager. And we're going to add our database. So we'll give it a friendly name. So I'm going to call this database CSV. And in the database connection type box, you can see all the different types of database you can link to. So mine is on a CSV file and it's on the local network. So I'm just going to browse for it, select it, open, and OK. And if we select the connect button, we can see that database CSV has got 4 columns of fields and 8 rows of records, and we can actually preview the data from here. So I'm just going to close this and close. So now our database is in the system. So next thing we're going to do is to create a presentation. So select presentations, create new presentation, and this just shows you the size of your display screen. And you can create signage presentations for any size screen in landscape or portrait. Select next. Now you can choose a blank template, but I'm going to select one from the restaurants and bars, and I'm going to select a still menu. We'll have this one and select create, and this opens up the Repeat Signage Designer screen, and we have a floating toolbox, and we're going to insert a single line of text. Now we could simply just key in some text here, or we can display text that may be in a text file on your local network drive. So for instance, we would just browse for your text file and we could display that. And then when you want to make any changes, you simply open up the text file on your computer, make the change, and the display screen will automatically update. So we're going to have a look at displaying the text from a database. So in a database, and please select a database, add. Now ours is on the system, so it's this option, and database CSV. Select. Now you can just key in an SQL statement directly into this box if you're familiar using SQL, or we can use the SQL wizard. So I'm going to select the wizard. What database information would you like to display? And next. So there's my database and next. And you can see the fields or columns and the information. So the one I want to use is in this record. So I'm going to go to the filter button, uncheck it, and just select number 7, because that is the field that I want to get the information from. And you can see that it's already started to build up an SQL statement for you. So select next, and the information I want to display is the duty manager, Mr. George Smith. So there's my SQL statement, and click finish, and it puts this into the box for you. Now we'll select OK, and we can resize this, and we can move it anywhere on the screen. Now, by double-clicking any of the controls within Repeat Signage, there are more options. So we'll double-click the text label control, and we can change the font and the size. We can change the colours. So I'm going to change the background colour and choose. Now, you can select from there, but there's a very handy feature within Repeat Signage that allows you to choose colour from a picture. This is useful if you want to select a specific colour, say from your logo. So choose colour from a picture, and I'm going to hold down the Control key and the press screen button on my keyboard, and then copy clipboard. And then I can scroll down, and let's say for instance this colour we wanted to use, we select OK and OK. And I'm going to change the font colour to white and OK. And we'll just resize this and move it anywhere on the screen. Now you can continue to build up your presentation in Repeat Signage. And by going to the insert menu, this is all the different types of media that you can bring in. So I'm just going to go back into the text label because I want to show you the refresh button. So if your database is on a file such as CSV, you can check for updated content in days, hours, minutes, seconds. Repeat signage will check for any changes and automatically update your display screens. If your database is online, you can use periodic refresh, which forces a refresh of the content whilst the presentation is playing. So I'm just going to cancel that. And now we're going to save the presentation. So we go to Save As, to close, File and Exit. If you want to make any changes to your presentation, select Open Existing Presentation, find it, select Open, and then you can make your changes. So I'm just going to exit that. And to play your presentation, select Play Presentation, select it, Open, and it plays your presentation. Now this is a still menu rather than a dynamic presentation and will be ideal for advertising on display screens. And within repeat signage, you can also create a playlist of different presentations and have it scheduled to display these at different times of the day or week. And to close your presentation, you simply right mouse click, exit or Control and C, and this brings you back to the presentation menu. Thank you for watching.